was getting undressed one day and she noticed that there was a video camera in her room recording her while she was getting undressed, placed in the bedroom by her boyfriend. Initially, they got cameras in the house because they're blended family. Her boyfriend has a son, and she has three girls. And so, just because they know they're not brothers and sisters, really, she just want to take precautions and make sure that they're not getting into anything. But somehow or another, that camera then popped up in the daggone room, and now she's like flipping and like it's causing trust issues between them. So one, I want to ask you guys, one, do you think that he's wrong for doing this? Two, have you guys been in a situation where this has happened? If so, what happened? And where like a video, you were being recorded during a sexual or in a vulnerable moment and you realized it and caught it. And then three, if this was to happen to you, what would be your reaction, Steve?
So, in this case, of course, it's never a good idea to record someone and they're not aware of the situation. So, had I not been aware, it definitely would have been a problem because I mean, just because you're in a relationship with someone does not give you the ability to record them or do anything of the sort without their acknowledgement, without their agreement to it. Like that's just dirty. So that's a little creep status, honestly. Because I'm in a relationship with you. What do you want to see that bad that you think I can't show you? You sleep with her, you do with her. Why do you need to record her naked? I mean, literally, she's her other half. I'm sure she will show you whatever you want to see. Like, so I'm not understanding that. I've never, I've never been in that situation, so I can't really. I mean,
So what would you do if you was to be in a situation and you realized that you were being recorded?
yeah, like, what reason do you have to record me? And now that I think about it, it doesn't even have to be as far as sexual. Like, it could be as far as, do you think I'm doing something? Do you think I'm bringing someone here? Like, what are you assuming is going on here that you feel like you need a camera in the bedroom for? Like, first of all, I had that for all the outer spaces. Why is it in the room we're in? Like, it's no point. Like, I'm not doing anything. Again, there's four children in the house. Don't nobody got time to be trying to sneak nobody in and out of there. So I hope that's not a reason. I mean, I would be definitely irritated and on creep mode. I probably wouldn't sleep in that room for a while because if is that the only camera that's in there?
Shot?
The first question, would he be wrong? I mean, yeah, they haven't had like person's not aware. There's no conversations made at all that we buying some cameras for this use, but we haven't discussed that. Now you using it for a whole nother reason. Then yeah, I'll be alarmed. Like, what's going on? Like, all we had to do was have a conversation, so I don't feel like you doing something out of order. Um, it's never happened to me, but it's happened to a lot of people that I know.
Story or as an example, how was the person reacted? I think that would be kind of fun to hear.
Um, this person was very under the influence, and they met someone that they was gonna get it on with, like Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. And they didn't know that the person was a very like promiscuous person. So they bought, I'm sure they bought cameras for the same reason that your friend bought the cameras, but they end up growing a fetish for recording all of their one night stands and stuff. And so the person that I know found out that he was recorded because of another person that got recorded, basically.
So they
So
had a
like
mutual
I actually went on.
conference.
Yeah, it's happened to a lot of people. So the meeting of the minds had to start happening,
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, and pretty much there was nothing that they could do about it, you know. But they once they found out, they were over it, like because they were pretty much getting smashed. you know, there was proof, and you know they were under the influence, so they really didn't want any receipts of that. But it was like, what can you do? You know, when you don't know, now those receipts are kept of those people for whatever his use will be for that. And there's numerous other stories I have. Now, if that's ever happened to me, no. If that ever happened, if that happened to me, how would I react? Um, it would be like it depends on the person, you know, and how close we are, who they are to me at that time. And then of course, if I felt some type of way, it would be like, oh well, let me see where it all uploads, you know, and let me see all the data. And I would just make my way through and delete everything that had evidence of me being in there, and whatever else he got going on, he can keep or she can keep.
The first thing I thought when I heard this was like, are they doing this to show their friends and stuff? Like Steve said, you live with it. So why do you need to record it? Do you need to record it for the people that can't see it and get access to it easy? Like, how many do you have of this in the past? Like, have you done this to other people? Do you got a collection stashed away? Like you said, like, it's so many ways it could go. I absolutely agree with y'all. It's a freaking invasion of privacy. We have to have a conversation before you even think to do anything like that. Immediately, it will make me not trust you because you already like. How would you feel if I violated your privacy by catching you when you don't want to be seen? It never happened to me. If it happened to me, I would be pissed.
Okay.
I would be pissed.
Some people that do it though, they like to look at their partner while their partner is not present.
And
So
that's
say
what
like
you're supposed to do, but let's have a conversation about it. Don't let me run across the camera and the light just blinking from across the room while I'm going like this, doing yoga and stuff in my nudie. And then that's how I found out. Or don't let me go because I'm sitting up here running across stuff in the digging room and I happen to run across something and I'm like, well, let me see what this is. And then I'm seeing
yeah, right.
like, no. No.
In our culture today, that's how the sex tapes come out.
See, no.